Good morning everybody, it's Wednesday and this is a quick treatment day, so I'm very excited. Eyebrow shaping. Men and women, probably more the latter, but men do shape their eyebrows as well now, especially if they're sort of too shaggy and messy. It's worth doing. Okay, so eyebrow shaping, it's really easy. You just need a straight stick, not too thick, and tweezers. And in fact, I looked around for a stick today because I don't need one anymore. Well, actually I always use them. And found one of the little bamboo sticks that's in my room diffuser. So that might give you an idea of what I'm on about. So the basic rules, I'll take my glasses off. So basic rules for lining up, except I can't see myself now, is you hold the stick straight up, you hold it at the corner of your nose, straight up through the inner corner of your eye, and that is where your brow should start. So I'm nearly on track, but I haven't had mine done since a couple of weeks before lockdown, so because my sight's weird, so I do go off to my therapist, so I do need to tidy them up a bit. So that's the first one. There's 3 measurements. The second one is corner of your nose to the outer corner of your eye, and that's where your brow should finish. So anything extra to that you take off. And then for the arch of the eye, which is really important, the shape of your eyebrow is your natural shape and it works on your own face. As we know, all our faces are different. So you can't recreate the brows that look fabulous on her over there because her face shape is different. So that's one. Corner nose, up through corner of the eye, that's where you want the brows to start. You don't want anything in the middle here. And corner of the nose to the outer corner of the eye, that's where you want it to finish. And so the shape, the highest bit, is, if you can now just hold this vertical, is that the word, straight up, through, so I'm looking straight ahead at you, and I've put this in the centre of my eye. So that is where I want the highest point of the arch. Does that make sense? If it doesn't, do a thumbs down. I don't know if there is a thumbs down, but put a help or something in the comments. Thanks for joining me, everybody, as well. And the new people, I think there's some new people. I'm Helen Reeves, and so I'm host of Beauty at a Certain Age, which is tremendous fun because the art of enjoying getting older, which is what I'm thoroughly enjoying doing, is to know all these little tricks and stay ahead of the game. Morning, Louise. Thanks for saying that. That's great. So it's just a matter of staying ahead because I've got a lovely fridge magnet and it's something about age and treachery or something or other, overcome youth and whatever they've got any day. Anyway, this is a quick one today. So we now know the shape that we're going to do. So now you want your tweezers, and the tip here, I'm not going to do it because I can't see properly. I've got a magnifying mirror upstairs and I pull faces and play around in that mirror. But the tip, what you want to do is actually stretch the skin apart. I'll have to do it, you know me. I'm too practical. I can't see at all. Okay, so I'm going to pull out one of these here. So I've stretched the skin apart, got my tweezers, pull that, and you pull it in the direction of the hair. And so the hairs on your brows here tend to go up, and then they start going this way, and they do follow the line of the brow. So yesterday I suddenly looked and there's a big dark one just growing on its own down there. So I just got my tweezers, that's it, I put my glasses this way round, stretched the skin, got these the right way round, got hold of it and I pulled it that way because that's the way the hair was growing. By pulling the hair out in the direction of the way it grows, obviously it's a lot easier. You can get the right grip on it, and because if you try and then pull it away, you're going to, well, just imagine it. It's got to go around a corner. It's not going to come out easily. So pull it. That is how easy it is to do. So I've just cleansed, toned and moisturised because I'm such a good girl, and put foundation on because I've got a blotchy skin. So you can, if your tweezers aren't gripping very well, then it's worth wiping over your skin with an oil-free toner, or actually our eye makeup remover is fantastic. It's not oil-free, but it is fantastic at preparing the area. So I use that, but your eye makeup remover will probably prep the skin nicely. So that's if you can't pluck it out well. The other tip, of course, is to wipe your tweezers with water so that they're squeaky, clean, non-greasy. And then, so I've plucked them out. Oh, the other tip is you don't pluck above the brows. You always pluck from underneath, because, unless you've really got straggly ones, but with that I'd wait and see a therapist, a beauty therapist, and really discuss it with her properly, because there's nothing worse than the hairs above then regrowing and you've got the dark roots showing from them. But also, unless they're really in the way, it's the top of the brow that is determining the shape of your brow. All we're doing underneath is accentuating the lovely shape that nature has given you all as individuals. So you've plucked away. You may, like me, isn't it annoying? Your brows get less and less, the hairs on your brows, and you might sprout them elsewhere. Let's go down that route. Anyway, you might have red skin after plucking, and this is where my lovely white tea eye gel comes in. It's another use for it. So I just squidge out tiny amount, and I'm going to pretend I've got a little bit of redness. Just pat it on the redness. That's all you have to do. You can smooth it over as well. Oh God, I love this stuff. I'm patting it all around my eyes now because it just freshens this whole area. Feels lovely. So that's how you can calm the redness. Now, thinning brows. So this is my tip. I love doing this one, and it's so instant and easy. So your eyeshadow, any brand, unfortunately Neal's Yard Remedies don't sell eyeshadows, but you may be able to see that this brow is a bit more defined. It's hopeless, isn't it? Depends on the light, actually. It's very slightly darker. And all I got the mid colour because I know which one suits me. And I use grey eyeshadows are my go-to colour because I've got, believe it or not, ash colouring underneath. My hair, it has ash tones to it. If you're really brown, then brown. If you want really dark ones. The brows I'd be very careful of going black with, seriously careful. Anyway, I've worked out the one that suits me. I just pat a small amount, pat off any excess on my hand, and then I'm just flicking very lightly over. So this brow, you might see I've got a few little patches there, and I've got a kinky bit there where I plucked away too hard and it hasn't grown back. So it's one of these small, I suppose a square brush, isn't it? So I just hold it there. Remember, that's lined up. That's where I want my brow to start. And just dust it over. And I'm literally just dusting the hairs. And then I can gently fill in that gap there. Voila. Is that perfect? Does that look good? Okay. That is it today. It's so quick and easy. I'll be back on Friday, even though it's a bank holiday in the UK. It's VE Day. So I've got masses of memories of my mum telling me stories about, because mum lived in the East End, she had all that bombing and everything. And she said that They started off just locally in Stratford High Street, and just kept meandering, because I think it's only a few miles, 3 or 4 miles or something, up to Trafalgar Square. And yeah, she and her friends are all in Trafalgar Square. So if you spot my mum on Friday with all the newsreels, do let me know. Not that you know what she looks like. Join my Beauty at a Certain Age group Just find it, but do fill in the questions, please, because I'm trying to make the group special so that we're in it together. It is a private group, and so it's all hints and tips that I can share with us safely. And if you want to join my Nail Job Remedies team, let me know and join up. I've got a different group for those. Love, and I'm really appreciating your feedback and comments. I added another fabulous comment to my Monday talk about meditation mindfulness, and that had led on from my bigger session last Friday. So my videos are sort of starting to interlink. And of course, if you've got specific questions, either private message me or just message me here, and I can check that I've done a video on it and just send you the link. So with that, I'm going. Was that a lot quicker and sharper? I've got an idea for Friday. I'm not sharing it yet. Okay, have a great day. Sun's out here and it's supposed to get warm for a couple of days, isn't it? So make the most of it and stay in, stay safe and all that malarkey. Okay, bye everybody. Oh, thank you for the heart. Oh, you've made my day. Bye.